Hello, my darlings. Happy New Year to you all. Many of you know I was meant to be in London, but plans have changed and I am here and I am delighted to do you a special New Year's spread, a New Year's tarot spread for you today. So welcome to this reading. We are using my Guardian of the Night tarot. The cards have already come out, so which is a sign for me to pull from the top of the deck. And I am going to do you a little spread looking at sort of movement forward for next year, where your strengths will be lying, possibilities, what you've left behind in the past. And for those that this resonates with, you are hearing it in divine design for you, my darling. And also, if I resonate as a reader and you would like to have a reading, do take advantage of my Pay What You Can readings. All of the details are in the description box below and the link through to my website where you can book. So let's move forward with this New Year's tarot spread and let's see what wishes to come out. So the main theme, my darling, of the new year for you is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this is actually the Wasp, but this is about doing something. Obviously, the Eight of Pentacles is about committing to something, working for something, putting effort in, putting will, putting determination. But the thing about the Wasp is it's also about that community, the constructive community around you, something that assists you and aids you at this time. Because this Wasp, although we may not like the Wasp, we can admire the Wasp for its attention to detail and how it constructs what it is needed here. There's a great workmanship with the Wasp here. And so this is about you having a considerable amount of abilities, perhaps beyond what that you might consider. Apologies, I can't speak, beyond that which you might consider. And Spirit is asking you, I'm getting the words, to delve deep into what you feel is a gift, which is a gift, or what you feel are very strong abilities, and to delve deep into that, to see what else is going to come out for you, to see what is going to evolve, to see what is going to appear for you. And you are either having support from others at this time within a group or a community or assistance, or you will be attracting that towards you as well. So that's the wonderful Eight of Pentacles. The next card we have got is departing energies from last year. Now, this is interesting. We have the Magician. So what I'm feeling is last year has been a very powerful time for you for manifestation. And you have been, I want you to consider what you were manifested, what you started thinking about and feeling about and working towards the beginning of last year. And to actually take a moment to stop and think about what you achieved last year, what you manifested in your life, perhaps some things that you manifested in your life that you didn't want, but you realized you've been spending a great deal of time thinking about it and fearing it as well. So the Magician is an energy of making, you know, those conscious thoughts, words, and actions towards manifestation for something, or subconscious. But I feel that this, as an energy that is sort of departing, it's because the manifestation is now complete, and there is witness too, because of the Eight of Pentacles, something coming forward for you in this new year, because of also your ability to understand and your willingness to live by the sort of spiritual laws that when you are looking to manifest, there is a departing of the holding on of it. So this is about you letting go of the outcomes of the how and when and who and it's going to happen with, or how it is, and just focusing on the what and the why. So I feel that's really, really important for you. So what are you going to be expressing next year? Sort of what beautiful gifts, talents are growing next year, which are all part of what you are working so diligently and so hard towards. And we have got the King of Wands, the Lion. So this is you taking, the Lion is one of strength, it's one of respect, it's one of authority, it's one of taking command, control of a situation, but control not in a way to affect a certain outcome, but control in a way that you can resist perhaps the urge to get involved in things, too much detail in things, and you're seeing the big picture of it all, you're sitting within the big picture of it all. And the Lion has a tendency to spend quite a lot of time relaxing. The male lion does actually. It allows the females to go off and do most of the work with everything. So so within this space, I think it has been something that you've mastered now, rather than constantly, like the wasp, doing things all the time within that framework of I must work. It is about taking that step back and sitting with the space, understanding how constructive actual energy alignment is, balance is, energy work is, emotions are, and sitting within the desire of it and manifesting from that space, rather than making it all hard work. Because actually this, when we are in the expression of child's play as opposed to hard work, that energy is so powerful in terms of manifestations. It's so powerful, and alongside of that, because it's so powerful and we sit within a space where we're loving doing what we're doing, we feel really happy, don't we? And the time seems to fly by, and we suddenly look up and go, oh my goodness, it's whatever time and I haven't eaten and I've been really busy. That is working within your divine design of a high vibration. And first and foremost, and I know I said alongside of it, but first and foremost, if that brings you joy, then that is the outcome that you are looking to express, because within that space, you're living in the present moment, in a present state of joy and appreciation for not only what you're doing, but what you're feeling as well. So the King of Wands is that sort of energy, being in that present state of joy and appreciation. And I feel that it's time, how you're going to do it is take yourself into a place of, as I said, having, feeling a lot more empowered by how you are adapting, evolving, commanding this situation, taking up a leadership role within whatever you're looking to do as well. And I also feel with this that you are taking within that leadership role, you're kind of presenting yourself and allowing yourself to take a step forward as that sort of leadership role as well. So future opportunities, the Three of Cups, beautiful card of joy, appreciation, celebration. These are the little raccoons, aren't they? So this is about coming together in a way that there is something for you to celebrate within this next few stages of this 2023, of this new year. And I feel that you are going to feel really quite appreciative of how cleverly, thank you, because the raccoons are very clever, how cleverly things have sort of appeared to come together from sort of from what perhaps had looked quite disjointed on its own. So this is a real sense of celebration with a sense of community, and it's on a line with that wasp as well. So really, really wonderful. So upcoming obstacles, you have, interesting enough, got the Page of Pentacles has come out for you. Now, I always see the octopus as the teacher here, you know, because of that lovely, beautiful, educational, I'm going to say, movie. But with the Page of Pentacles, it is about receiving some beginnings of an opportunity for yourself. But as an upcoming obstacle, it's because perhaps you're potentially not feeling your way around a certain situation, and perhaps you're not being able to acknowledge that this offer that's coming in is something that you might wish to receive at this time. So they are asking you to see whatever comes in for you, to see it as an opportunity for growth, an opportunity to perhaps release things, an opportunity, you know, there's sort of sand here in the water, an opportunity for change for you as well. You will know that it is something that's been given to you as a choice for you to consider, because this pentacle sort of raised up sort of high here, so it's very noticeable here as well. But it's a reminder for you to have patience, because, you know, pages are about the beginnings of something. And sometimes we can become very impatient in our wishing to be there. And I come back to the present joy that you are going to be in within that King of Wands and the Three of Cups here, that the universe is going to present you so many opportunities to also feel that sense of accomplishment and passion and joy. That present moment of feeling that is a gift. Don't ignore the present senses of gifts that you've been given, for you to recognize that you are living in the present, and don't become too impatient about the end result, that you don't enjoy the present, because the end of result will never happen, because you're always living in a place of wanting, and therefore you have a lack of. So please be appreciative of everything that you have worked so hard for. And I feel, you know, to kind of come back to looking at the Magician and what you've manifested last year, this is a big sort of statement from Spirit that's coming through about, please recognize what you've already manifested. Be appreciative of and so grateful of what you have already achieved. And that floods your subconscious with gratitude, and that then emits that wonderful high vibration, which attracts in more of the same. So there may be challenges that are coming in that you may have felt was something that was a challenge as opposed to an opportunity, or it may be an opportunity that leads to a challenge, but all of that's for your growth. It's all one and the same thing. And it's important that we recognize both these sort of divinely timed gifts given by the universe, because everything is a gift. It's how we choose to receive it. That perhaps what was you might have considered a setback in the past is going to be a success in the future, because something else has come in, another opportunity has come in. So try not to ignore what is going to give you more growth as opposed to what's going to give you instant success. Bear with me just 1 second. One of my little dogs wants to come in. Sorry about that. So how to deal with upcoming obstacles? You have got the Knight of Swords, very clear communication from Spirit here about however hard it may be to kind of perhaps swim against the tide, to feel like you're going in the opposite direction that you feel that you wish to go in. Spirit is asking you to move in a way. I am so sorry. Bear with me just one. Sorry, one of my other little dogs wanting to come in. So to move in a direction, my darling, that may feel like it's going against the tide. But if you see, the Knight of Swords is about coming out of a challenge, a situation with a great deal of determination and drive and kind of fearless approach to actually doing something perhaps on your own as well. And I feel that you have worked very, very hard in this environment with the Eight of Pentacles here, but perhaps with the Wasp being here as well. And then you've got the Knight, the King of Wands as the Lion. I feel that whatever you have created for your life within perhaps community, perhaps in maybe we're talking about a role within a bigger firm, and that now, or working with others, but now actually that environment has become something that you now consider you've either outgrown, or it's just not very comfortable environment, and Spirit is urging you to do something expressing your truth in a way that feels right for you, although it seems like you're going against what might be considered the easy approach, the easy way of doing it. That's what I'm getting through this. Thank you, Spirit. And how to achieve your goals and dreams. Well, look what they've given you, the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel represents your life, my darling, okay? The wheel represents the cycles of our life and everything that's happening within that space. Let me show you this again. So, and we can get very caught up and hold on to certain things that we either don't want to leave our life, or we wish to bring into our life here and now, right here and now. Thank you, Spirit. And so this is a very different approach to this I'm getting, normally with the wheel. This is sort of the I-ness, okay? This is the sort of the circle of life that happens. And the owls here represent, I just want to show you here again, the owls here represent knowledge that you can gain through those cycles of your life, things that have happened for you. And then here you've got the spiders, lots and lots of different spiders, which represent you weaving together, consciously or subconsciously, what you are bringing in from your future. And where you are being asked to rest is like this snake at rest here. You and only you have a direct perception of your life. Nobody else does, my darling. You and only you have that direct perception. You and only you feel certain things. You and only you could put perhaps those feelings into words, but sometimes it's quite interesting when we start to state things or feelings as a sort of factual thing. It sort of sometimes states who we are within that identity and personality, as opposed to what is ever flowing, ever changing, and ever present, which is the essence within us as well. So with that snake, talking about shedding skins and observing and watching what is happening, Spirit's advice to you is to trust that you have a direct perception of this, to listen to what your direct perception is of your life, to really listen to how you're feeling about it. And what is with that snake who tends to see. Now, it's about seeing things rather than hearing. It's about seeing things, perceiving this, as I said, direct perception. You can choose to perceive your life through the eyes of you, the identity, or you can make a decision at this moment in time to perceive your life, what is evolving for you, through the eyes of the universe. And that shifts not only our feelings about things that were perhaps negative from the I-ness, that might be in a negative state a bit, to the positive, to the superconscious within us, the universe within us, that is at bliss point about what is happening for us. Now, the Wheel of Fortune says that that everything is evolving bigger and better than you could possibly imagine for yourself within your identity. So within the restrictions that you have placed within your mind, which we all do, my darling, about what we feel could possibly happen for us and how what we would like to happen for us. And the universe is saying, push down those barriers of what you want to happen or what you feel could happen, and push beyond those barriers of belief and say that you are ready to receive the unexpected. You're ready to receive the infinite, because the universe is infinite, my darling, and you are infinite within that understanding that you are also an aspect of the universe. The essence of you is the essence of the universe. It is all source energy. And so to just rest and to take time out, I feel a lot of you are working ridiculously hard, and it's very important that we gauge the energy that we give towards something we love to do. I come back to that, and something we feel we ought to do. Try and be in that energetic space of rest and play. It is rest and play. And within that space, to allow yourself to trust that not only will you receive the guidance through your internal guidance system, just like the snake and all the animals have all the time, they're always within that instinctive, beautiful, conscious, living, present state of living. And we're not. We tend to kind of pull ourselves away from that and go into the subconscious, go into the sort of analytical mind about everything. So come out of the analytical mind about this, step into perhaps this snake mind, the serpent mind about what's happening, trusting that on all different aspects of your life with the spider here, that you are expanding, that this is effectively a creation of energy for yourself, and it's a very beautiful one, and there is some wonderful, wonderful things to happen. And you've already, at a soul level, my darling, decided. You've already decided. The Two of Wands, you've made a decision, and there is completion for you, a beautiful completion. And this is about remaining true to yourself within this world card, understanding that it is the I-ness that feels separate. It is the I-ness that feels perhaps we're not enough, but actually, like the bee working with its entire community, we are all one, and we are all working towards, we all do things within our life to not only help ourselves, but to always help others. Everything that we're doing within our lives, doesn't matter what role we have, it's all to assist. If you've ever looked at all sorts of different careers, they're all there to help others. It is an instinctive, intuitive part of our nature. And with this World card and with the bee, I feel that although you may be taking a step away from some environment that has given you so much, has taught you so much, but actually with that wasp there as well, and the more I go into this reading and more I'm seeing it, and the Knight of Swords, you are working towards now coming into an environment that is one of the sweetness of collaboration, as opposed to perhaps with the wasp, the very cleverness of it, but actually it stings a little bit, and the bee doesn't like to sting. So this is what I feel is happening for you. Beautiful, beautiful reading. And I'm going to finish with the Queen of Swords has come out. This is about you respecting both the movements that you're making at this time, the wisdom with which you're doing those movements, the power of the word, the integrity with which you are handling your life, the ability to perhaps see through things that you haven't been able to see before, but these experiences have all given you that, and to remain in a space with the Queen of Swords of understanding now that you are attracting into your life those energies that reflect that Queen of Swords energy. No more sort of hiding behind things, no more energies around you that perhaps would hurt you, as opposed to now, no, this is an energy of coming away from that wasp environment and coming forward now into being able to see things from this higher perspective, being able to see the wisdom that you've gained, but also not being afraid to venture out into, let's say, the dark, not being afraid to venture out into the unknown. All of this now, you've got great courage, and I love to see the line there, because that courage is aligned now with passion. And there is absolutely the Three of Wands. I know I've given you another card, the Three of Wands, creating the nest here. You're looking beyond the present, but you're much more content in the present now, but you're looking beyond the present, you're building, you're preparing what is coming in for you in the future. And there we are, my darling, a lovely, lovely, lovely New Year's reading for you. Trust the process, and you're exactly where you need to be. Have a really wonderful New Year's week, whatever you are doing, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, maybe, I'm not quite sure yet, but otherwise back on Wednesday. So much love to you, my darlings. Take care. Bye bye.